Hi, and welcome back. You are watching the Duke Dev. Who am I actually? Is that I am a front-end developer who wants to be more knowledgeable in other areas of technology, so I can, I don't know, find a better job or even do things that I before I couldn't do because I mostly worked in front-end environments and technologies. So I started one stream which didn't exactly went well. The reason being, let me just move this maybe here. The reason being is that I wanted also to share my tablet screen on which I write my notes. So it's here in the bottom right. I just moved it a couple of seconds ago because I wanted to position it perfectly. So basically I will write here my notes and I will work at the same time. And I think that's it. So what are you doing? I have one series that is relatively popular, this channel. By the way, thank you for almost 60 subscribers. It really means a lot. I didn't create this channel to become an influencer or something. I just created it to learn and to share what I'm learning. And if it helps you learn as well, thank you. Thank you for, I don't know, for thinking that. Yeah, so one more time, this isn't in a sense a channel in which I'm teaching you something. I am learning stuff that I have long forgotten or things that I want to learn again from scratch, and I'm just sharing the ways that I try to drill in the information with you. Maybe I sometimes communicate uh, with the audience, but it's mostly me talking to myself. Okay, so so. First things first. Let's do this. Let's do this. Functions C. Okay. We're going to continue the Lisp process here. We're going to continue the Lisp process here. And the next chapter that we need to do is called, how can I change the color to something that fits better? Maybe this light orange. It's called function calling. Function calling. Okay. So what we need to write now, we need to write the code that runs when an expression gets evaluated and a function lvel is called. So we can use the function pointer, but we need to do something separate for our user-defined functions. We need to bind each of the arguments passed into each of the symbols in the formal field. Once this is done, we need to evaluate the body field using the end field as an environment and the calling environment as a parent. At first attempt without error check, it might look like this. So what do I need? What do I need here? So what I think what will happen is I'll have a method. I will provide the environment. What else will I provide? The function. And what is the third level doing? What is the third level doing? No idea. We need to write the code that runs when an expression gets evaluated and a function lvel is called. When this function type is a built-in, we can call it as before using the function pointer, but we need to do something separate for a user-defined function. Okay. So if built-in pass if user-defined create a callable method. So how could this work? How many lines of code do I have? A lot. Okay, let's add it below the built-ins. Below the built-ins, where is you? Where is you? It's here. Where is you? Actually, where are you? So I'm calling the LL. I'm providing the environment. I'm providing function. I'm providing this. If so, I need to 613. I need to ask one thing. I need to ask ChatGPT one thing. What is the best way to cite a Vim along Vim file? Do most developers just use Lina, or is there something more productive? I like Vim, but it really suffers from the fact that it's just a file that I'm navigating with keyboard commands. I miss the level of detailless that I could do, for example, in Visual Studio Code. Line jumping. Navigating a long file in Vim is all about using the right commands and tools for speed and precision. When I'm using line number, there are several more productive ways developers often use. Of course, I used the wrong thing whole time. So marks. You can set marks in a file and jump to them. Okay. This is nice. Just a second. My internet is kind of slow. Let me open. Suddenly fixed itself. So, line jumping, it's useful, but using G without go to a specific line. The first line can be quicker. So, what do I have here? I'm having GG. It's only GG. GG goes to the front. This goes to the back. 50% jumps to the middle of the file. Hi. So what I'm doing right now is actually I trying to implement callable functions, and for this, before I even start with the callable function, I wanted to see if there's any other way, better way of navigating Vim. So I have marks. Marks seems fun. How can I remove marks? So if I go here, let me just see. If I put a mark here, M A, and if I go back down, if I press A, if I press A, no. Why doesn't it work? Ah, so it's this A. So it doesn't seem like it works. Doesn't seem like it works. Again, M A, M B, M C. Why doesn't it work? We can set marks and jump to them. Example, type MI to set a mark and later press A to jump. Doesn't work. And there's a lot of functionality here, some of which I don't even understand. Let's start with the marks. Can you give me a better explanation on marks? How do I set them? How do I navigate to them? How do I remove them? This doesn't work. M A M no A no, it doesn't work. M B B. Ah, so B works. How do I remove them? Del marks. Del marks. This. What? Did it froze or something? How to see currently defined marks. Marks. So type marks and press enter. This will display a list of all currently defined marks in the current buffer along with their locations. Okay. Okay. Let's hit this back. Oh, my tablet turned off. Sorry. Let me turn it on again. Let me turn it on again. So, what do we need here? What do we need here? We need to check. We basically want to call the function that we define. So how do I do this? I have the built-in here, but I want to look. I want to see where have I created an lval of type function to see how it's defined. It's here. So, okay. So the difference between built-in methods and the one that we defined as users is this part. It's the property called v-built-in. So based on this property, we can actually distinguish between user build methods and the ones that are built in the application. So what line am I? 612? Yeah, I remembered. I remembered. If f why don't you let me insert? Okay, if f built-in. So if there is a built-in method, what can I return here? What can I return here? Return f built-in. Yeah, basically that's it. If we hit a built-in method, we are just gonna call it. Otherwise, is less than a count, and we increase the e by 1. Otherwise, we are doing this. But why are we doing this? Formals cell. I haven't worked on this for like 5 days, and I completely forgot most of the things. The perils of human mind. Why? Sorry, I mistyped this. What's happening here? I'm putting out. So there's a Lisp environment in which I'm storing this environment. And what am I doing? The book says we need to bind each of the arguments passed into each of the symbols in the formal fields. Ah, okay, so we are just passing, I assume. What is happening here is that we are just passing A to 5, B foo to bar, and whatever else. So this should be a simple modeling of what's actually happening here. After that, we are deleting A, F, and parent E, turn built-in eval, F, and LL, add LL, S expression, LL, copy. I have no idea what's going on now. So let me try to understand this. Why am I doing this? I'm using so many built-in methods now, I completely forgot what's happening here. So if we have a built-in, we are calling it immediately. That's it. Otherwise, there are elements in the Lisp value A. I'm iterating through those elements. And for every of the element, I'm storing it in this environment. In the lamp. I'm storing it in this environment using this method. Then we delete A, we clear it from the memory, and then we have our environment of the function level, and we get its parent, and we set it to E, which is this one. But why is there? Why would I need to set it to the parent of this environment? Built-in eval, and then Okay, let's see what ChatGPT has to say. Maybe he can help me decipher this. So this function appears to implement the core logic of calling a user-defined function in a Lisp-like interpreter. Yeah, I understand this. I understand this. Pretty clearly. If the function f is a built-in function, it's executed immediately. So let me just go app. So if it's a built-in function, it's executed immediately. I know this. Now, the function is not built in. This loop takes each argument from A, cell I, and binds it to the corresponding formal parameter in the function's environment. If the function is not built in, this loop takes each argument from A, cell I, and binds it to the corresponding formal parameter. It uses Lisp environment put to store this argument in the function's environment. So these are the formal parameters of the function, and these are the actual arguments passed to the function, which I think are just the names and the values which are passed to the function. Just a second, I just noticed that you can properly see. Maybe this is better now. It's better. I hope so. Maybe I could move it left. Oh no, not this one. No, not this one. But if I move this here, no, I think here at the top is the best. So what this line does, this line sets the parent environment of the function's environment to the current environment. And this allows the function to access variables and values from the outer environment. Ah, so this is scoping. We did this because we wanted to scope f environment parent is e. Scoping. Why is this happening? This line establishes lexical scoping. Now this line establishes lexical scoping in the interpreter. When a function is called, it has its own environment. where its local variables are stored. By setting the function and the environment and its parent to E, you're saying that if okay, I have it now. So if a variable is not found in the function's local environment, the interpreter should look in the parent environment, which is the environment from which the function was called. Without this line, the function will not have access to any variables outside its own environment. Okay, this reduced the. Oh, I should move this. I should move this back down. So what should I do now? What should I do now? It's here. So this method is used for calling other methods, and it works. But we need to create a fix for the use case in which the number of arguments supplied and the number of arguments, formal arguments, is different. So if we have a situation in which we provided the different number of formal arguments and real arguments, then this will break. So it's a interesting case, and it's one that we can handle differently. So what could we do? We could, here it says, throw an error, or we could bind the first arguments and leave the rest as they are, leaving the rest unbound. Others unbound. So we won't use this one. We are going to bind the first argument and leave the others unbound. So let's do this. Here, I'm counting the F formals count. I'm counting the list of both formal arguments and given arguments, while we have these arguments if the list of formal arguments is 0, what should I do? Let's delete A and return an error saying function pass too many arguments. Got this. Oops. Okay, nice. So in this case, we do this, but otherwise we are popping the first symbol, formals 0. So now I can also remove this. So what happens if all the formals have been evaluated? If all the formals have been evaluated, let's remove this, paste it here, remove this one. Oh, also this. Oops. So keep in mind, I have no idea what happens here. So what this method should do, it should iterate over the passed-in arguments, attempting to place each one in the environment. So what this method does, I will call, it should iterate over the passed-in arguments, attempting to place one in the environment. Then check if the environment is full, and if so, evaluates, otherwise returns a copy of itself with some arguments filled. If you update our evaluation function, okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Eval eval s expression. Where are you? You are here. So I'm evaluating. So this is our evaluation function. To call eval call, we can give our new system a span. Let's do this. So if the type is different from eval function, I have an error. First element is not a function. Got s, expected s. This is okay. I'm returning an error. Otherwise, I'll do the result will be here. I will call EFV. I'm gonna do some debugging. Let me first just check. Func. Oh, something. Implicit declaration. Let's do this again. I just forward declared in functional all cool, so it's 623 formula. So it should be here. I should add a S at the end. Clear. It works. Functions. So if I do this, and if I do this, and if I do this, oh, this is a nightmare. It failed. Why did it fail? Wait, let me copy this directly from. Oh no! This was not what I wanted. I wanted to do this, do this. I have a segmentation fault. Something failed. Something failed pretty badly. I don't think this is the problem, but let's check it. Yeah, it's a segmentation fault again, so it wasn't caused by this. Why? This should work, but it doesn't. I'm getting a segmentation fault, and I have no idea why. What caused it? So GTP functions. Where can I break it? Oops. 613, 614, break 614, run. I'm here. I'm here. So I'm here. 615. 615. If F built in. So what's the F? Print F. Print F built in. It's a built-in lambda. So if it is built-in, it should return Oh, sorry. I just realized you are probably not seeing anything. Let's move this up. So I'm trying to debug this with no idea where or what or how. 0, 1, 2, 3. It's a function. It is a function. So what am I doing if I click next? 615. It's here. Next. Next. Then we hit 508. Next, return result. 524. 524. 483. Okay, print B type. Let me just move this for now. Why is this happening? And what is happening? And why do I have a bug? A segmentation fault. No idea. So this is an S expression, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's an S expression. 483. 0 type it's a function. The first element is it's a co-expression, and the second element is a function again, and the third element, yeah, because doesn't exist, it has only 3 children, right? 3 elements. Where have I? Yeah, 3 elements. Oh no, body is the built-in. Is it a built-in? It is a built-in. It's a built-in def. Uh-huh. So this is a built-in method. What's the environment? Doesn't have an environment. Doesn't have an environment. It seems like my built-in var method is not properly defined. So incorrect type. I have sims which are all these elements. Oh fuck me, I have no idea what's happening here. I have no idea what's happening here. I should debug this one more time. But first, let's do this. So built-in var. So I have the sims. I have this. Then I'm doing this, and I think I should be. I think this should work. String compare function def if it's 0. Why? Why is this happening? Ah, okay, okay, I have an error. I see an error here. Maybe if I remove this as well, if I run it again, if I do this now, okay, it's another segmentation fault. Why? So built-in def is returning this. I don't think this is the reason this is happening, but I should test at least. It's a segmentation fault, a new one. Okay. So let me debug this. Let me try to debug this. I don't think this is. I don't think this also fixes anything. But let me just try it out. Yeah. No. Okay, so let's debug it. There's no other way. Let's debug it. So what will I have? What will I have here? Go back to the code. So I will have a function which will be def add together. It will start with a list of arguments, and it will just add them together. Okay, so this is our function. It will come here, it will parse our input. It will evaluate whatever is written. So I create a new environment. I add the built-ins. Working with the, let me see, let me test it. X epsilon. So we have an error deep into the function logic. Okay, let me go all the way back to the beginning. I need to see how I implemented the functions. I need to see if they are working. I need to see. So basically, I'm gonna do everything from start, the whole function section. But next time. Yeah, definitely. Because I don't know how the other way for solving this. But I think that's it for today. I want to thank you all. That's it for today regarding C. I want to thank you all.